Today is the day that I rank all of these cartoons. And after 12 cartoons that were canceled videos and many other cartoon related videos, I could say that I've learned a lot about cartoons. Disney's 65 episode rule, cartoons not being up to Nickelodeon standards, and well, of course, the CN Reel. But also I've learned about how you guys feel about these shows. So today's a day where I let you know how I feel about them by ranking them in a tier list. All right, so starting off with Ben 10. Ben 10 was not really a cartoon that I watched a lot when I was a kid, but I did like it when it was on. I thought it was pretty good and it was easy to watch. But personally, I preferred other shows over Ben 10. So I'm gonna put it in, we'll go B tier right now. Johnny Bravo is a show that was good to watch. I feel like it's easy to watch, it's pretty simple, but it would not go well today. I'm gonna put this in A tier right now. Rugrats is a fantastic show. I could go back to it today and watch the episodes and still enjoy it. However, I still think some of these episodes are fairly creepy, even for a kid's show. I would say Rugrats is S tier. Dexter's Lab was a show that I liked as a kid, but when I got older and I rewatched it, I liked it even more. And I don't really know why or how to explain it, but I think Dexter's Lab is a fantastic show. So right now I'm gonna put it in A tier. Honestly, I think it's better than Johnny Bravo, so I'm gonna put it here. I liked Rocket Power. I thought it was a really exciting show. I like seeing the surfing, the skateboarding, the hockey playing. I like the characters. I thought the artwork was pretty good. The problem with this show is that I felt like this show got very repetitive. So for that, honestly, I think I'm gonna put it in C tier. We Baby Bears. Honestly, I haven't watched this enough to really fairly rank this, so I'm gonna put that in did not watch. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi. It's been a while since I've watched this cartoon, and I do like it. So I will put it in B tier. Problem Solvers. I think this was F tier. There's really not much more I can say. I just thought this was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. All Grown Up. Rugrats is S tier. All Grown Up is, let's go C tier. The Powerpuff Girls. I have the logo for the newer one, but nonetheless, I'm just doing Powerpuff Girls as a whole series. I think Powerpuff Girls is a very good show. I would say it's S tier. The Mighty Bee. I actually liked this show, but it didn't last that long. I think this was the one with Amy Poehler, and I think the reason why they canceled this was something to do with her getting busy with other shows at the time. I remember reading up on this, but I don't exactly remember what happened to it. It got very messy, but nonetheless, I think this was pretty decent. I don't think this is better than Rocket Power or All Grown Up, so it's probably just gonna be C tier. I don't remember what this is. My Life as a Teenage Robot. I felt like this show was very enjoyable to watch. I wish that they had more episodes of this. In my opinion, I think it's A tier. Now that I'm looking at the B tier list, I don't think it's better than those two, so I'll say it's B tier actually. Flapjack. Personally, I did not like this show. I'm sorry. I'm kind of holding back my emotions on this show. I felt like this was just a bad show. When this came on, I turned off the television. I'll give it the top of C tier. How about that? I Am Weasel was a show that I wasn't a fan of. This was a show that I didn't want to watch, so I will put it in D tier. Cat Dog was a show that apparently the internet did not like, but I loved Cat Dog when I was a kid. I felt like this show was very easy to watch. I think it's an interesting concept. There were some strange episodes, I will admit. I will say it's C tier. I think it's better than everything underneath it. Doug was a show that it was definitely good, but I never really was a huge fan of it. This was not really a show that I really liked to watch, but I know it wasn't bad, so I had to try to rank this as fair as possible. I think Chalk Zone was a very good show. I loved the concept of it. Honestly, I felt like this show was one of the most brilliant designs for a cartoon that I've ever seen. Unfortunately, I don't think this show had the best ratings. We'll put it right here. I think that's fair. We adjusted the C tier. I think that's a little more accurate. The Wild Thornberrys was good. I think the characters are good. I think Nigel's good. Eliza's okay. Donnie's hilarious. I'll give it a lower B tier. The Loud House is an excellent show. The first time I watched The Loud House, I think it was like 2017 or 2018. I really liked this show. This show hooked me right away. Is it better than Dexter's Lab? Honestly, I would say yeah. I'd personally give it an A tier. Generator Rex, I was not a fan of. I'm giving it a D tier. Kablam, I felt like was a very low quality animated short show in the early 2000s. Not a fan of it, so D tier. All Real Monsters, I thought was very good. It had a very fun level of horror for the cartoon, so I will give it an A tier. Jimmy Neutron was very creative. I felt like they had a lot of good episodes. I liked the movie. I really wish that they had more seasons of it, so I will give it A tier. You know, I had conversations with my coworkers about Angry Beavers, and this was not a show that I really liked. I'll throw it in low B tier. I think that's fair. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite show. Mad, this show was horrible. I'm sorry, it's bad. Juniper Lee, it's been a long time since I watched this. I wasn't a fan of this, but I don't think it was horrible. I'll put it in C tier. Invader Zim was very good. I'm gonna put it in A tier, definitely. All right, so I'm putting Invader Zim in between Jimmy Neutron and All Real Monsters. I think that's fair. Courage the Cowardly Dog is an S tier show. It's better than these two. I think Courage the Cowardly Dog is the best show that we've ever had. I think that it has a lot of good fan theories. I think the episodes are very fun, unique. Eustace is a hilarious character. Even being my age, I think he's very funny. Cow and Chicken. Okay, so it's better than I Am Weasel. level, so it's definitely better than D tier. I would say it's on the same level as Flapjack. So let's sneak Cow and Chicken in here. Squirrel Boy, I would say D tier. I feel like this was very low quality. We Bear Bears, in all honesty, I feel like I need to give this show a little bit more time. Don't really have a full opinion on it, so it's going down here. Samurai Jack, I will definitely rank in A tier. I would say it's better than all of these. I think Dexter's Lab and Loud House are better. Ed, Edd n Eddy, this is an S tier cartoon. Is Ed, Edd n Eddy better than Courage? We'll come back to that. Wayside was a cartoon that I liked, but it really wasn't good. I'm sorry, this cartoon was not good. I definitely think there's a lot of other things that are better than this. So a lot of people do not like SpongeBob, and I can understand why. I can go back to season 1 and watch it and enjoy it any day. But as the show started to grow over time, I didn't really like it as much as I used to. I'm gonna give SpongeBob an A tier. To this day, I think season 1 SpongeBob is one of the best cartoons, but I think a lot of the later seasons really weigh it down. Time Squad was a show that I liked a lot when I was a kid, but I will admit, going back to it, it's not really that good of a show. But I enjoyed watching it. It's very simple. The concept of the show is about time traveling, and I'll give it the bottom of C tier. Sheep in the Big City, this show was very bad. I don't even know how to organize my F tier, but we're just gonna leave it there. Kim Possible is a very good show. I think I'm gonna put this in S tier. This was arguably the best Disney show. I don't think there's really any other better animated Disney show. Camp Lazlo was a show that I really liked. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Megas XLR, I'm giving this a D tier. I don't think the show's bad. I'm just not honestly a fan of mechas. The only mecha that I actually like is Zoids. The movie Madagascar is very popular. I liked the movie, but the penguins I can care less about. I'll do C tier. Teen Titans Go. We didn't get to it yet, but the regular Teen Titans I think is better than Teen Titans Go. However, I don't think Teen Titans Go is as bad as people say it is, and Teen Titans Go is a pretty successful show. I think they're on their 9th or 10th season right now. I don't really remember. I can definitely give it at least an A tier show. Whatever happened to Robot Jones, really not that good. It's very low quality. I felt like this show really fell short, so I'm gonna put it in D tier. I will move it up in D tier though. Totally Spies. It felt like a different version of the Powerpuff Girls in all honesty. 3 girls that are fighting crime, and from episode to episode they have some sort of mission to go on, but the Powerpuff Girls just did it better. So I will put this in C tier. I would say it's right here. Is it Evil Con Carne or Con Carne? I don't remember, but this show was not as good as Billy and Mandy. I think it deserves C tier. As Told by Ginger, I do think it's better than most of the ones in C tier, so I'm gonna give it a B tier, but I'm giving it low B tier. So when I first watched Robot and Monster, I didn't really know what to think of it. The more I watched it, the more I kind of got involved with the show, and I liked it. At the end of the day, there's only what, 1 season. I do think that it was better than most of the other D tier shows, but I don't know if it really deserves C tier. I would say it's somewhere in here. I think that's the fairest ranking. Cat Scratch I didn't like. I'm putting it at the bottom of D tier. I thought it was a horrible show. Codename Kids Next Door. I think this was one of the best shows that we've ever had. It's definitely an S tier, but I don't think it's better than Courage or Ed, Edd n Eddy. I think that this show really shows that it's fun to be a kid. You should enjoy your youth when you have it. I don't think I can fairly rank this one because I haven't watched enough of it. I don't really know if it's really good or really bad. I need to watch more of it. Okay, The Amazing World of Gumball. I'm gonna give it high A tier. Now, honestly, I'm gonna give it S tier. I think Gumball does deserve S tier. Is it better than Kim Possible? Yeah, it's definitely better than Kim Possible. I think it's better than Rugrats, Powerpuff Girls. I think this is the best spot for it. Secret Saturdays, I would say it's D tier. I didn't really like this show. Planet Sheen was horrible. I'm going F tier. Adventure Time is definitely S tier. Is it better than Gumball? Yes. The X's, D tier. Honestly, all of D tier is like the same ranking to me. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, I would say this is an A tier show. I would say right here. I felt like this was just a low quality show. I'm gonna say D tier. Animaniacs was very high quality, and the older I get, the more I appreciate the humor behind Animaniacs. I would say right here. Justice League, I wasn't a fan of. I'm gonna go D tier. Class of 3000 was pretty bad. I'm gonna put it in F tier. Regular show, I think, is very good. I would say right here. Better. No, actually, you know what? I think it's better than the Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna put that there. Danny Phantom, not the biggest fan, but I definitely would say it's better than these two. Teen Titans is better than Teen Titans Go. I'm just gonna say that out loud. I would say it's better than Animaniacs, better than Foster's Home. I would say it's right here. That's my final answer. The Fairly Odd Parents, I really liked the show. As I got older, I didn't really care for it as much as I used to. In my opinion, this show is not a cartoon I really want to go back to watching. I think it's just because I watched way too much of it as a kid. But nonetheless, I still think it's a fantastic show. It's definitely better than those 3. I would say right here. Wander Over Yonder was a very good, high quality show from Craig McCracken. Honestly, all of his shows are really really good. I don't think it's better than Powerpuff Girls. I don't think it's better than Foster's. I'm gonna give it C tier. Mike, Lou, and Og, this was a horrible show. Robotomy, not that good. I would say it's a D tier show. Hey Arnold was a show that I was a really big fan of. It's definitely B tier. I would say it's kind of around these cartoons, but I would say it's better than most of them. Honestly, Hey Arnold's better than Ben 10. Chowder was better than Flapjack. I'm too stubborn to put this in front of Teenage Robot. Ren and Stimpy was a good show. I think that the episodes were a little bit extreme, and some of them were kind of a little bit shocking, even to me being older. And this was meant to be a kid's show. I would say it's B tier. Is it better than Doug? We're gonna go with that. My Gym Partner's a Monkey. This was a show that I wasn't really a fan of. I don't think it's bad. I watched it when it was on, but it was one of those things where it's like other cartoons aren't on. I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna watch this show. I don't think it's bad. I think it's B tier. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, people are gonna be mad. I'm gonna put it in S tier. I actually think it's better than the Powerpuff Girls. I really do believe that. Back in the Barnyard, this is low C tier. Rocko's Modern Life, I thought was a very good show. This is a high A tier show for me. I'm gonna say, honestly, I think it's better than Dexter's, but I don't think it's better than Teen Titans. This is my final tier list. This is what I'm gonna go with. This is my final answer. And if you guys have any issues with this, let me know down in the comments.